Coming up on BG24 News.
We have breaking news on the firing of BGSU's head basketball coach.
Plus, the undergraduate student government elections on campus begin Monday.
And a global activist is coming to speak to BGSU students.
We'll also take a look at your full Black Swamp weather forecast. Welcome to your campus and community connection.
Live local news starts right now. This is BG24 News, live at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Dombey.
And I'm Amy Stegerwald. Thanks for joining us tonight. Breaking news from campus sports today, men's basketball head coach Chris Jans was fired earlier this morning. For more, we turn to our sports correspondent, Juan Pimiento, in the studio. What can you tell us about this so far, Juan?
Thanks, Amy. Now, Chris Jans was fired following an investigation into his public conduct. The athletic department said that Jans' conduct, quote, failed to meet his obligations as a head coach and the expectations that BGSU Athletics has for its coaches. The university has begun to look for the program's next head coach. Assistant coach Mark Downey will take over day-to-day operations in the meantime. Now, in his first and only season as head coach, Jans brought the Falcons to a 21-12 season. The Falcons also earned their first postseason win in 40 years in the CollegeInsiders.com postseason tournament. Jans was the first coach in the program's 100-year history to reach 20 wins in the first year as coaching the Falcons. We'll continue to follow this story and pass along any new developments as they become available.
All right, thank you, Juan. BGSU will begin elections for new members of their undergraduate student government. Undergrad students of the university will be able to vote for students by clicking on a link sent through their BGSU email. Election week starts next Monday and ends on next Thursday. Results will be announced the following Friday at noon in the Falcons' Nest.
Around 40 people attended the Bowling Green City Council meeting Tuesday night. They discussed the upcoming renovation plans for new land and existing properties in BG. Those discussions will continue. A public hearing for the final plan is scheduled for June 4th.
Students from BGSU received top awards at a Model European Union. The event was held last February at the University of Pittsburgh. Students from BG represented Great Britain and Luxembourg in a model simulation of the European affairs. The simulation lasted 2 days. Austin Richards and Jose Muro won top awards at the competition.
The Bowling Green Fire Department released seven people from a stuck elevator on Monday night. The incident occurred on BGSU's campus in Founders Residence Hall. No one was harmed in the process.
Success or failure? That question will be debated next week at BGSU. Professor Peter Hahn will talk about the U.S. involvement in Iraq. His presentation is called Mission Accomplished or Mission Failure. Hahn is the chair of the History Department at Ohio State University. The lecture is Tuesday afternoon in the Student Union. The event is free and open to the public.
Another speaker will also be on campus Tuesday, activist and author Maud Barlow. She will talk to students about protecting global water rights and the dangers of clean water source face. Barlow is the senior advisor on water for the United Nations. The event starts at 8 o'clock in the Student Union. It is also free for anyone who attends.
Kaylee Hodge joins us now for our first look at the weather. How's it going, Kaylee?
Oh, it's actually quite lovely out there. We have these rain showers in our area, but those are getting ready to head out. We have a high of 65 right now. We have some southwest winds coming in at 20 miles per hour, so it's a little quick. But it's the warmest day we've seen, and we still have some even sunnier days coming up in the next couple days. I'll tell you about that more in my full forecast coming up.
BGSU recently competed in its year's Campus of Conservation Nationals. 700 schools are to challenge who can conserve most energy in 3 weeks. Sustainability Coordinator Nick Hennessy says the overall goal is to improve.
You know, I guess one way to look at it is in terms of a percentage. You know, we want to reduce our overall energy usage by X percent. Another might be to say that we want to reduce our energy usage by any amount and not increase the usage during the time of the contest.
Campus dorms are also battling to see who can conserve the most. The contest helps the school save money and is great for the environment.
Miles Dairy Queen in Bowling Green has a new owner. Since yesterday, Mario Keats has owned the restaurant and ice cream stand. The Miles family previously owned the stand for more than 4 decades. The new owner plans to keep the Miles name and offer the same menu and prices.
Well, coming up when we return, Wood County is expanding their county jail.
And a park in Perrysburg is looking for some volunteer help. Stay with us. The overcrowding situation at the Wood County Jail is quickly improving. An expansion to the jail facility is underway, and the construction is ahead of schedule. Crews are building a new current minimum housing unit that will have room for more than 60 beds. This is the first phase of the construction. It will be completed by July. Wood County Sheriff Mark Watslin says the new expansion will make the jail about 50% larger.
So there'll be a lot of bunk beds, there'll be a day area for like exercising, there'll be a TV area, there'll be an area for the inmates to be able to buy commissary, to do video visitations, there'll be a classroom there because we hold different educational things for GED, religious classes, other programs going on. So all that will be going on in that new facility.
The additional beds mean that sheriffs no longer will need to transport inmates to facilities in our counties.
Emergency crews took 2 people to the Wood County Hospital after a crash. The crash took place on Tuesday on Route 6. Officials say the driver failed to stop and drove through an intersection, hitting another vehicle. The driver was cited for the right-of-way at a stop sign.
The BGSU Psychology Department was recently awarded for a research project grant for their next big project. Reporter Alana Nusel has the details.
And awarded a $250,000 research grant from the Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation and Ohio Board of Regents to improve workplace safety in nursing homes. BGSU was one of 6 schools in Ohio selected for the $2 million total for 9 research projects. Dr. William O'Brien says the psychology department will research mistreatment and injuries of nurses and also patients.
The reason for that is there's very high rates of injury among nurses and nurse aides, as well as sexual and physical assault combined with work stress.
O'Brien says there are many factors that lead to work-related injuries in nursing homes.
There's a combination of patient characteristics, nurse characteristics, and the organizational structure that I think increases the overall risk for problematic interactions leading to injuries.
Project research team member Claire Barrett says this specific job is more likely to cause injury.
So in general, nursing and nursing aides across, whether in their nursing homes or just the broader nursing force, they do have one of the highest risks of occupational injury.
Woodhaven nursing home employee Amanda Crago says that trust between a nurse and a patient is most important.
I mean, everybody wants a good relationship, obviously, with the staff. We're taking care of you. You have to depend on us, for some of your needs, for a little while or for a long time.
While the project is still being planned, O'Brien encourages students to get involved.
Indicate an interest, and we'd certainly be willing and happy to have students participate in the project.
Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Alana Nussel.
Students and community members who want to get involved can contact the BGSU Psychology Department.
The city of Perrysburg is attempting to clean up and repair one of its parks. Buttonwood Park was heavily damaged by ice that came down the Maumee River last month. Part of the damage included a road that runs through the park. The city is now receiving estimates from contractors about the repairs. The Wood County Park District is responsible for cleaning up its health.
In related news, the Wood County Park District is looking for some volunteer help this weekend. Community members are invited to help clean up Buttonwood Park. The cleanup day is scheduled this Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Contact the Wood County Park District to see how you can get involved.
The University of Toledo's College in Business and Innovation received an accreditation today. It came from the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. It was given to UT because of their improvements in education. The University of Toledo is one of only 182 schools that have received this accreditation.
A man from Wayne Village was recently taken to the hospital. The man fell off a trailer that was being pulled by a lawnmower. He was taken to St. Rita's Hospital for treatment. No further details have been released at this time.
A residential fire was reported yesterday in the Lake Township of Millbury. The fire took place on Woodville Road last night. Fire crews said no one was hurt in the fire, but the home was destroyed by the fire.
Still to come, the Ohio State Highway Patrol is looking for new troopers.
Plus, we'll have your full Black Swamp weather forecast. Stay with us.
Live local forecast with BG24 Black Swamp Weather.
It looks like that spring weather might actually be here to stay. Maybe it's affecting a couple of your guys' allergies. I know it is mine. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kaylee Hodge with your Black Swamp weather forecast. Current look outside, it's 61 degrees out there. We do have a lot of clouds in our area, maybe a couple drops of rain, but that will be moving out, and we're going to be seeing some clearing coming up until tonight. A look at tonight, we're going to cool down to 45 degrees. We will see some scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder here or there, but that will be dissipating into the early morning. Tomorrow, we're going to warm up to 60 degrees. It's going to be a cooler day than today, but we won't have any severe chance of precipitation, so there'll be a lot of sunshine. It'll be a really good day to get out and maybe enjoy the nice warm weather for a change. Tomorrow night, we're going to be seeing those storms come back. 31 degrees will be our low, and that means we might even be seeing a couple flakes of snow here or there. Keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. A look at temperatures in our area. We actually have a pretty decent spread. Bowling Green is at 61, Toledo is at 60, Fremont is our warmest at 64, and up in the northwest we have our coolest temperatures in Wauseon and Swanton at 59. A look at our local radar, you can see we have this band of rain showers right here I was talking about. This right here is Bowling Green, and that's the back end, so that will be moving out and you'll see some clearing. We do have this rain showers over Fort Wayne, but we're expecting those to dissipate, and those will not be affecting us until later this evening. A look at this on a large scale, you can see that this band of precipitation stretches all the way up into Ontario, all the way down through Tennessee, into Louisiana, and even a little bit into Texas. So it's a very strong, severe weather convection system. We've actually had a couple of watches issued. At 3:10, Kentucky issued a watch for almost half the state. You can see the strong line of storms right on the border of Kentucky. Now those are going to be moving through their area, and they're going to be looking out for that to cause some wind damage, some hail, maybe even a tornado. They're keeping an eye on that. We've actually already had some damages shown. This graph is put out by the National Weather Service. You can see it shows along the bottom, this is how time goes on. So we've had an increase in hail reports. We actually have had 5 reports of hail, and we've had 2 reports of wind damage across the nation. A look at what's causing this, you can see this is this low pressure system up into Ontario. It's produced a couple of cold fronts that's so strong, and the one that's affecting us right now is this cold front stretching right through Iowa into Missouri and connecting that low pressure system in Oklahoma. That's what's giving us those very cold and possibly severe thunderstorms. A look at this as we go over the next couple days. You can see we're going to start to clear up Friday, high of 60. We're going to have clear skies on Saturday with 0% chance of precipitation, and 53 is our high, before we start to see some clouds roll back in on Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday we have our next chance of severe thunderstorms with 80% chance and a high of 60 degrees.
Ugh. Oh, I mean, it's only 3 days in April, and we've already got a bunch of storms going through. These April showers.
Everywhere. It's nice to hear that it'll clear up in Bowling Green.
Yeah, we'll have a nice clear weekend, so that'll be nice before Tuesday. It gets maybe a little gross again.
Right, good Easter for everyone.
Yes.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, 2 people were stabbed in Toledo last night. The victims were taken to the University of Toledo's Medical Center. The incident occurred on Proudley Avenue in South Toledo. The names and conditions of the victims were not released.
Talk over Lake Erie's conservation continues. Ohio Governor John Kasich spoke at the Maumee Bay State Park today on the matter. He discussed the Clean Lake Erie Act and Senate's preparation in signing the bill. The bill's goals include stopping the flow of phosphorus into the lake from the Maumee River and banning the spread of fertilizer on frozen grounds.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol is searching for new troopers. Applications for the job are now being accepted. The deadline to apply is April 30th. The Highway Patrol will also host a seminar for women interested in the position. The seminar takes place April 14th on the Highway Patrol Academy in Columbus. For more information, please visit the Ohio State Highway Patrol website.
Ohio Governor John Kasich will soon decide the outcome for a proposed bill. The new bill requires residents who register to vote or who file their taxes in Ohio to update their driver's license. They must also register their vehicles within 30 days. Some believe the proposal could discourage out-of-state college students from voting in Ohio.
Plans to legalize marijuana in Ohio are moving forward. The group Responsible Ohio is working on a way to control manufacturing and distribution process if legalized. The group plans to create 10 growing facilities in Ohio, 1 possibly in Toledo. This plan also includes 30 retail shops. The vote to legalize pot may appear on the November ballot.
And now Juan Pimiento joins us for a look at campus and community sports. Juan?
Thanks, Amy. Coming up, a Falcon gymnast is set to compete at the NCAA Regional Championships. Find out who the gymnast is, and we'll also have a full recap of this weekend's baseball and softball action. All this and more when we come back.
It's un-Falcon believable coverage that you won't get anywhere else. This is BG24 Sports.
Welcome to BG24 Sports. I'm Juan Pimiento. The BG baseball team continued their winning ways with a 10-0 shutout of Findlay on Tuesday. The game featured an outstanding performance by junior left-hander Brett Fitzwater. Fitzwater pitched a career-high 7 innings, giving up only 1 hit and striking out 7. Offensively, the Falcons were led by junior Corey Brown and senior Brandon Howard. Both players combined for 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 stolen bases, and 2 runs batted in. The Falcons improved their overall record to 7-16, and they will host MAC rival Miami for a 3-game series this weekend. First pitch tomorrow is at 3:05 and 1:05 on Saturday and Sunday. Also on Tuesday, the softball team swept their doubleheader against Detroit on Missouri Field. Sophomore Tristan Makienko powered the Falcons in the first game with a 2-run homer in the first inning. Senior Jamie Curtis finished with the win, and sophomore Brianna Combs got the save for the 2-1 victory. Curtis also picked up the victory in the second game. Sophomore Aspen Searly sealed the victory with a solo walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning for the 6-5 victory. The Falcons hit the road this weekend for 2 conference matchups. On Friday, they will face Northern Illinois and Western Michigan on Saturday and Sunday. Junior gymnast Alyssa Nocella will compete at the 2015 NCAA Women's Gymnastics Regional Championships this Saturday in Columbus. This season, Nocella won the all-around in 6 competitions, including 4 consecutive victories back in February, and was named first-team All-MAC to the 2nd straight season. Nocella will participate in the 3rd consecutive regional championships. She becomes the only the 3rd Falcon gymnast to qualify for 3 straight regionals in the last 15 years. The regional championships are set to begin at 6 p.m. at Ohio State. The tennis team returns to Kiev course to face MAC rivals Toledo Rockets tomorrow afternoon. The Falcons come into this matchup still winless this season, having lost all 13 games so far. This week, the team dropped 2 conference games on the road against Akron and Buffalo. Meanwhile, Toledo enters the weekend with a 12-6 overall record and 3-1 in the MAC. The Rockets split their last 2 matchups, losing to Northern Illinois and beating Ball State at home. First serve is scheduled for 1 p.m. The Battle of I-75 will also hit the tracks as the Falcons travel north to take on the Rockets in a dual meet. The Falcons come in fresh off a successful start to the indoor season at the Rally Relays in North Carolina. 10 Falcons finish in the top 10 in the individual categories. The meet marks the 3rd consecutive year in which the MAC rivals have competed in a dual meet. The Falcons have taken the victory in each of the past 2 seasons. The meet is set to begin tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's all for BG24 Sports. Check us out on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at BG24 Sports Now for the latest news and scores. I'm Juan Pimiento. We'll be right back.
BGSU's festival series of concerts is coming to a close. However, there is still one more event. Jazz pianist Ron Coherd will debut his album Mercy. The event will take place in Kobacker Hall on May 11th at 8 p.m. For tickets, please visit www.bgsu.edu.
Well, Kaylee Hodge joins us for a last look at the weather. You know, spring's on the way, so how's it going to be looking for Easter weekend?
Yeah, it's actually a lovely forecast for this Easter. It's going to be a good day to get out and do an Easter egg hunt. We have 40% chance of rain on Friday, but then 0% chance of rain for both Saturday and Sunday. Highs are going to be in 64 for Easter Sunday, and then we're going to have some more thunderstorms coming back in Monday and 80% chance on Tuesday.
That sounds great. It feels great to be finally wearing shorts again. Spring's finally here.
Yeah, it's been affecting my allergies, but I mean, I love the warm weather, so I can't complain too much.
Good, good. And everyone out there, please check us out on our Twitter and Facebook. We will be following the Chris Jans report.
That's right, Amy. Chris Jans, basketball coach, was fired this afternoon following an investigation into personal conduct. The university has begun looking for the next head coach, but stay updated for the latest developments on that story.
Yes, we will for sure be following that story on our Facebook and Twitter once again. So,
yeah.
Well, that's all for BG24 News tonight.
Check out these stories and more online at bg24news.org.
And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and now Instagram.
For BG24 News, I'm Amy Segerwald, here with Nick Dombey, Kaylee Hodge, and Juan Pimiento. Have a good night, everyone.